everybody, my name is Chris, and welcome back to more of The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Now, in the last episode, we started off on a hunt. So, we haven't gone to meet Regis just yet, because we received a letter from Yennefer in regards to this Professor Moreau, who has been studying Witcher mutations, or had studied Witcher mutations. And so we think that could be a very beneficial thing to hunt down. So we are currently inside his lab, full of, well, we're in his portal room. It's insane. His lab is like in the ruins of a place in Tucson that used to be above the water. Is now flooded. It is now a lake. So I'm assuming he's dead, but that could also just be not true, because then nobody would come find him. They'd never know. But we are in here and we're gonna focus on finishing that, and then we'll probably bounce over and see Regis, because we got a lot to do. We picked up a lot of side quests since we started here in Beauclair. So yeah. Also, I hope the game looks better. It was I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Ali mentioned in our first part 1 of Blood and Wine that there's an issue with the sharpening in Blood and Wine. And so, like, a lot of things looked blurry, and it was true, because I didn't think about it. I think I was too blown away by just, like, the world, and I was just so absorbed in it, I didn't notice it. But looking back, I'm like, it is blurry. It looks a little rough, so hopefully it looks a lot better now. Unfortunately, I had to get a mod for it, specifically because this apparently has been an issue since this came out in 2016 when they released Blood and Wine. Like, the sharpening has just been off. So hopefully it's better. It looks better. But anyway, we're in here and we have to find our way through, which I can only assume is going to be an absolute maze. I don't know where to go, so I'm just going to go through one.
Damn it, back where I started.
Oh, Carol, what are you doing? Okay, you got a little hoppy there for a minute. He's just doing it on his own. Okay, so I see what this is gonna be.
Damn it, back where I started.
Okay. Tried that one, so I'll try this one. Ah, got it. Great. It's always gonna be the one you don't think about.
Damn it, wrong again. Could be some clue around here.
Is there a clue? Wait, does he face the one that I have to go in? Does it change?
Right. Now to find the next portal.
Oh wait, we're in a totally different room. Okay. Alright. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I get you. That's cool. How the hell do I get over to... Oh, I gotta get down. See, it's a big trick, because all these portals are up here, and you're like, why would I go back down? That's because this isn't the same room we were in. All these portals. But it's facing this way. There's 2 portals here. could it mean? Oh, great. It could be either of these. I'm inclined to believe it's this one. I just have a feeling it could be this one.
All right.
There we go.
Find the next portal.
All right. See, this is going well. Whoa, that's cool. This guy's got a hell of a lab. Honestly, it's crazy. Like, thinking about it, like, this guy studied Witcher mutations. And he has a lab that is this elaborate. Cool. Oh. Damn. Oh. It's the one the Panther's looking at? Just can't go there. Maybe it's this one.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Well, you know, just the way it goes. That's okay. 'Cause I'm a master at this already.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
See, we run this. Listen, okay, sometimes go through enough portals, you get turned around. Okay. It's fine, though. I mean, I can't imagine what research he would have gained.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
Is he researching, like, actual Witchers? Like, does he have test subjects? That's my thinking. Right? There of course, god damn it, there is a portal up here. So he's facing this way.
Must be where Moreau had his lab.
Yo. Hell yeah. But, see, I'm just thinking, if you do this kind of research, you can research the potions they use, sure. You know? But to, like, really get the effects and understand, wouldn't you need a test subject? Toussaint Ducal guardsman's boots. First thing we do anywhere is we steal everything. Oh, there's so much to look at.
Just need to pick an entry.
What? Okay, maybe I should have looked at something else first. Oh. Oh.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate.
Oof.
Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
Oh, he actually became...
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Right? That's crazy. Like... Wow. I mean, that's sad too. It sucks. Because, like, he saved him, and then obviously it's like... The reward... Your son... He's coming with me. There it is. And he actually... His son became a Witcher. And so he went through all this effort to try to research mutations to try to reverse them.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around. Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
Yep. I cannot back out of this, so we're gonna listen to the third entry. So his first entry was when he started, and he finally got
Observation number 30.
going.
The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Interesting. Yeah, and then there's that bed over there. Could have been his bed. Also. Hey. Great.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here. Let them wither and crumble. As did my dreams of regaining my son.
That's so sad.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Like, it sucks. It is really sad. Like, he tried. And it seems like he did strike progress, just not in the way that he wanted, in the opposite direction. He made him more of a witcher, which could be great.
So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations, only managed to enhance them though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt.
Interesting. I am all for upping our mutations. We can take it.
Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I had a feeling about that one. Ooh. Alright. Okay, and this is not... This is not a comfortable device. It's got all of these, like, connecting to it, so he just, like, shoved somebody in there, and then, what, injected them with all of his...
Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up?
Oh, is that what we're gonna... No. Like, even in the best circumstances, that's sketchy. Interesting. The so-called giant centipedes, or my only comfort in exile. Dearly have I paid for my wrongs, being exiled from the beautiful deserts and steppes of Ophir, to this hideous green country, where all the scents and flavors are so intense they make me sick, fills my heart with sorrow and regret. Interesting, so he's not even... So he came here. That's interesting. My only comfort seems to be a small colony of scolopendros, or more scientifically speaking, scolopendromorphs. Here, referred to as giant centipedes living in the vicinity of my hut. These wonderful creatures, the sight of which reminds me of home, have most likely chosen this area to settle in because of the presence of shelmars, whose droppings constitute the food of smaller animals, which in turn are consumed by scolopendros. Sometimes I sneak up on them when they are feeding and admire their hooked limbs, mandibles, so sturdy they seem made of iron, and chitinous thoraces, shiny enough to let one to gaze upon one's reflection. So he was impressed. Just like visually, they're impressive looking. Sounds absolutely concerning. And to sneak up on them while they're feeding sounds like a terrible idea. Shelmars are more common around here. That's also like... But from what we've seen with Shelmars, they don't seem horrible. They don't seem unnecessarily aggressive. Like, they do, you know, surface and they eat and they do more than likely kill a lot of people. But they're also blind. So, like, if you just make enough noise around one, you could probably get away.
Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
True. They probably were, though. We know how... If we know anything about science in the Witcher world, it's that most people don't stop at most things.
Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
Ooh. Witcher Mutations, an introduction to research. Is this a new book? I don't know if we've had... We've read books in the main game about Witchers and stuff, but I don't know if this is it. But anyway, before embarking on any consideration of the mutagens undergone by Witchers, let alone researching them, one should be aware of the specific physiology and biochemistry of these individuals, the transformations they experience during the trial of the grasses, which are widely considered to be irreversible, cause Witchers to become infertile, while significantly increasing their physical strength and sharpening their senses. The processes also deprive Witchers of emotions and human reflexes. And it's like lines like those, and then, like, obviously they have emotions. We have literally seen every single Witcher character in the whole game at one point or another express an emotion or a strong like emotional feeling. So it's just interesting that so many people, like in books and also like Geralt and stuff like that, like the Witchers are stripped of emotion when they're not really. But I guess it's just because like they just come off very cold, callous, so they come off like they don't have emotions, but they do. It's interesting. Although misinformation about the trial of grasses and other transformations to which young adepts of the Witcher craft are subjected is strictly protected by Master Witchers and Witcher Sorcerers. There's Witcher Sorcerers. That sounds insane. Ludovic Celestine of Banard claims the albumen of gray scolopendromorphs, the strain of giant centipede, more commonly known as pale widows, constituted the base of Witcher mutagens. However, all research confirming this theory has been lost. So this is what sent him to going after giant centipedes. Scolopendromorphs. Scolopendromorphs. I keep saying fendromorphs. Scolopendromorphs. This is why he went after them, because they serve as the basis for the mutations. So he went to go get those to see if he could reverse engineer a way to, make them go the other way. But yeah, let's look at these other crystals. Come on, hello?
Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals.
I feel like we picked them up, though.
Just need to pick an entry.
There we go. Okay, so we didn't actually have to put them on the pillow. We had to look at the thing. Yeah.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations.
Oh.
Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity.
Hell yeah. You can tolerate toxicity a little bit more. You can stay on Twitter longer. Dear God. Watch out. Now.
Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Shit. So he unlocked some crazy shit.
Seen enough.
So I wonder, the research he's done seems to be, I don't know. Does no other Witcher school really know about these kind of things? I want to go to the portal, but we probably can't come back. At least not easily. So, lesser mutagen transmutator, blue to green. What? So, what's that? Okay, so it's not here. Oh no, it is. This is it. So if I get a blue, lesser blue mutagens, Rebus, not Nazari, Basil. I can just make green mutagens. That's cool. Because we got a ton of blue. And if we really go hard on an alchemy build, then that makes it real easy to get the mutagens we need. Try them all for.
Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I would say, like, what is it? But it's insectoid. Increase the crit chance. Oh. Oh, gross. Oh, God. That is very cool, though. Freeze. Oh. Take it. Alright. Yeah.
Another one.
Wait, there's two? Isn't that weird? I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Like, he was researching them and they kind of happened to be here? Or did he bring them here? So, I mean, I guess if they're here, he doesn't have to go far. Go. Shit. Ah.
Ugly bastard.
That's right. I'll still take these over the giant spiders. Those are way more gross. Oh, I love that though. Like when you put on a sign and then it charges your sword with it. It's so cool. Okay, I kind of want to try it with Igni. But, well, I want to hit this one with Igni. Because it's a bug. That's right. Oh. Now the sword's on fire. Which is awesome. Yeah, I'm picking up that I gotta roll out of that one. It basically curls up to be invulnerable rather than vulnerable.
Sorry, need your eggs.
Oh god. Giant centipede discharge? Okay. Gross. Okay. Well, your eggs are probably further in for safety. Oh, great. Oh. Yeah, loser. Okay. We see the eggs. They're right there. Yeah. Not today. Damn it. Thought that would have been fast enough. It was not. Wrong direction. Embarrassing. Oh. Oh. Psych. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Damn it. trying to be cool. Didn't work. There you go. There you go. What did we learn? Wow, a greater red. Holy shit. Mutated giant centipede albumin. Great. Take a couple of them. You know, take all of them. Hello? Where does this go? Wait, does this go back to the lab? Oh my god. Well, that's terrifyingly close. You could have just busted in at any time. Okay. How do we do this? Place the mutated giant centipede element in Professor Moreau's contraption. Oh, just put him in the back. Just like drop him in. Oh, seems like such a bad idea, but
No point in machinery in full gear. And how do I start to drop my armor, leave my weapons?
okay. So I literally do have to do it myself. That's fine. That's about right. All that muscle definition.
Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
Oh, God. If he wasn't a Witcher, this probably kills somebody. I mean, the regular mutations of a Witcher kill people, so... Oh. Here. Oh. Oh. What? You've unlocked the mutations system. Mutations let you gain new capabilities, increasing your advantage over normal men and giving you an added edge in killing monsters. Damn. So we're better now. Let's go, let's put everything back on first. Feels uncomfortable without the weapons. There we go. Okay. Assume it's in the character menu? Nope. Press Y to open the mutations panel. Oh. What? What the oh my god, this is like new. To use mutations, you must first research them. First, you must research them. To do this, choose one of the available mutations. Mutation research to be successful, you must devote the required number of ability points and mutagens to it. And then advanced mutations, choose one of the advanced mutations. To develop advanced mutations, you must first develop other more basic ones. Okay. So yeah, it's like a tree. So I gotta do this one first to get to this one. I gotta do this one to get to this one or that one. Okay. Hell yeah. So, what do we got for these? Toxic blood. Each time you're injured in melee combat, the attacking opponent receives damage in the amount of 1.5% of damage dealt for every point of your toxicity level. Oh my god. So if my toxicity level was 110%, then it would do the 1.5%. Right? Math. I'll look at all of them. Sword attacks deal 25% more damage to human opponents, immune to counterattacks and monsters. Wow. In all other cases, the attacker's vitality is less than 25%. A counterattack automatically triggers a finisher. Holy crap. So, aside from that first part, if an attacker's vitality is less than a quarter, the counterattack on them automatically kills. That's insane. Signs can deal critical hits. Their critical hit chance and damage increase with sign intensity. Wow. Apparently 38% chance to deal an additional 177% damage. Additional 177%. Opponents killed by critical hits from signs explode. Hell yeah. This one. When the Ard sign is cast, it additionally has a 25% chance of freezing opponents. Opponents knocked down and frozen simultaneously die immediately. Opponents who are not frozen are dealt an additional 2,658 damage. Oh my god. Love it. When drawn, magic, unique, and Witcher swords increase sign damage dealt by 50% of their own damage dealt. I'm just gonna go through all of them because this is super cool. Adrenaline rush. At the start of combat, sword attack power and sign intensity increase for 30 seconds by 30% for each foe after the first. So when fighting 11 foes, the bonus is 300%. Once it wears off, sword attack power and sign intensity drop by 10% for each participating foe after the first. Interesting. That's wild. Second life. Oh, this is the thing. When vitality reaches 0, you become temporarily invulnerable and regenerate 100% vitality. This effect can only be triggered once every, is that 3 minutes? That's fucking wild. That's so cool. Yeah, so basically when we do die, we get to that point where we're killed, we in fact become invincible and regenerate our health all the way back up. That's insane. Bloodbath. Each fatal blow dealt by a sword dismembers the enemy or activates a finisher. Each blow dealt by a weapon in melee combat increases attack power by 5% until combat ends, to a maximum of 250%. The bonus is lost if you take damage, not including damage from toxicity. Okay, so if we're toxic, then we'll be okay. It's only when we take damage from others. Crossbow damage now increased from 94 to 731. Values depend on crossbow used, and crossbow critical hit chances increased by 50%. Good God. Crossbow bolts pierce and knock down or stun opponents. Opponents struck when they have full health, full vitality, lose 15%. So if you enter a fight with the crossbow first, you automatically take out 15% of their health. That's nuts. Metamorphosis. Applying critical effects to opponents activates a random decoction for 120 seconds with no toxicity cost. The maximum number of decoctions that can be activated simultaneously by the mutation is 3. Witcher senses help you see better in dark places. Oh, that's just a side effect of it. So our Witcher senses will just let us see in the dark better. Cool. But the fact that applying critical effects to opponents activates a random decoction. So if we keep applying random effects, we could we could activate 3 decoctions with this, without us having to actually use them, and it doesn't count towards our toxicity. That's so good. Euphoria. Each point of toxicity increases damage dealt by swords and sign intensity by 0.75 to a maximum of 186.75%. So, with this, we want to be maximum toxicity in the fight, because then it gives us the best damage. And then combined with this, it's just like alchemy. Alchemy is wild. Each adrenaline point decreases damage received by 15%. So 3 adrenaline points, almost half of the damage out the window. Get it out of here. It's gone. That's... what the hell? Obviously I have to save ability points, or I go get one of those potions and reset our skill tree again. Because I probably do gotta do some changing around. I do have to do some changing around. Especially because we got this new system. Like, oh my god, that's so cool. That's so cool. We are stronger, faster, and better than we were before. I love it. Where does this go? Oh. Okay. Works for me. That was an easy exit. That was awesome. I'm so glad that I'm so glad we focused on that. Yeah, I know it was kind of like a side thing, and it's clearly taken us 2 episodes to do it, but we did it. And yeah, this looks so much better. This looks so much better than it did. Yeah, the sharpening is so... it makes this place look so much better. Oh my god. And the mountain, the one mountain... okay. But yes, more than likely, I will go get one of those, another one of those potions to clear our skill tree, and then kind of like rebuild it. Then also save some points, so that we can use the new mutations thing, because that's such a cool system. And the fact that Ard can actually freeze.
If you ride it at a constant gallop.
Correct. But for real, like, what is it? The fact that, I don't know why I went to the menu. The fact that Ard actually has a chance to freeze. That's so cool. Because, you know, I would definitely use Ard a lot more. You know? Because it is really cool. But it kind of just, like,
Regis
makes enemies stumble.
couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Are these more funny tombstones? Pablo Ohotsky. Do not be sad because of people. They will all die. Yeah, that's about right. Don't be sad because of people. They will all die. You can... it's like, that person makes me... the person upset me. It's okay, they're gonna die, whatever. It's fine. Igor von Sarzinski. Every inch an artist. Every inch. Sebastian Columbi. Leader of a Hanse noted for its graceful movements. Pain is fleeting. Glory is forever. Oh boy. Count Bartolo var Ochman. The night before keeps knocking. My head weeps from its constant stalking. Interesting. What a way with words. There's a lot of these. Oh my god. And it's like, I wanna look at all of them because it's fascinating, and it's like they put it in here, so it's like, why not look at it? But Martina Lipinska, engineer and pug lover, solved the most obtuse technical problems in all the duchy with the grace of a ballerina. This is why she got the good headstone. It's like a monument, really. Cool. Tomasz Marhevkin. Warrior. Died fighting with the word Endblade. With the word Endblade. Interesting. What does that mean? He was talking shit? Primislavus. Vuchi. These names, man. I'm ruining. Heroic hunter of insects and pests, spent his whole life exterminating bugs. Now he lies in the earth among them. Ironic. Spent his whole life fighting them, only to be surrounded by them at the end. Severin Ervalville. Carpenter. All I need's a sliver, and I can make you a better table than you've ever dreamed of. So he's good with his hands. He's a good carpenter. Whoa. Steve Steffi Kevin. He was supposed to be a killer, but became an artist. Or like fell in the grave, which seems to have been dug up. Are grave robbers a big problem in Beauclair? Because that seems concerning. Antoine de Font Exburley, known as the Big Prince, 1200 to 1244. 44 years old. Big Prince. Lucas Sliva. Mistook Belhaven for Rogaven. Warped time and space. Oh no. See, that's why you gotta, verify what you're reading. Otherwise, one day you just accidentally warp time and space, and now look at you. Dead. He's dead. You're dead. Annabella and Gwydden de la Tour, art patrons killed by a poison apple. Damn. That's fucking rough. Okay, I don't want to miss any of these. Okay, we saw that one. Let's see. Andrew Stopa. Ducal intermediary. Lover of Nilfgaardian spice biscuits. Hey, it is... We're not to knock a good biscuit. Especially made fresh every day. Sarah Remer. Left home and died. Damn. Weren't ready for the real world. Crete the Petite. Crete the Petite. That sounds like it fits better. It rhymes. Famed host of afternoon salons where games, bottled cheese, and trampolining were the order of the day. The fuck is bottled cheese? Is that a real thing? Is bottled cheese a real thing? Like, it can't be. I can't. You, because you got. Maybe like it's that terrible. Was it like Cheese Whiz? It's like the like the spray cheese, but like bottled cheese. I don't know how that would work. Caroline Niev Niev Eglovska believed it was possible to reach a satisfying agreement with anyone. Died while negotiating with a charging fiend. Oh my god, Caroline. Caroline, what have you done? Really? There was a fiend charging at her? And she's like, we can come to an agreement. Let's chill in, okay? You don't have to... It's not all about eating flesh. God. Peter Krisik, alchemist, was able to raise the dead. Could save others from death, but not himself. God. Katarine Vladika, the loveliest red-headed creature to ever walk upon Beauclair's soil. It's the only one with a picture on it. Yes, nothing. Oh. I'm sorry. At this point, I feel like I have to commit and just, like, actually read all of them. Martin Blaha. I told you I was sick. Alright. Make you come into work anyway. And then you die. Singa Krezel. Artist and alchemist. Could kill foes with a single gaze and stop time. Dreamed of traveling to other worlds. Neat. Could kill foes with a single gaze. And stop time. Travel to other worlds. Lofty dreams. Susanna Chernakovska. The first ducal wine taster. The first. Lived to a ripe old age, sipping the best of Beauclair's beverages all the while. Oh, well, that's nice then. It's not some, like, morbid death or, like, some ridiculous, like, couldn't walk upstairs right, died. But just, you know. Bartolomeo Seslicki? Comedian. Could make even a dead fish laugh. Damn. Well, it's unfortunate he's not still alive. Okay, we've seen that. Got you. Katonia Kapustinsky. Kapustinsky. Knew how to brighten up even the cloudiest day. Be prepared. Sounds great. Or was a great individual. Lucas Babule. Honorary blood donor. Gave 5 liters to a gave 5 liters to a vampire. Then perished. Oh my god. 5 liters. That's funny. That's funny. It's funny. I feel like if I was to die by a vampire, that's what I would want on the grave. Honorary blood donor. Amazing. Konrad Tomaszkiewicz. Made up stories and bossed people around when all he ever really wanted in life was to fly. Oh, Conrad. Oh, Conrad. Urshula Chapnik, relentless in her pursuit of perfection. It cost her life. Marie Pietrus, a sculptor of time and space. Whoa. There's a lot of powerful people here. Bartolomeo Novak brought smiles to people's faces. Well, that's nice. Okay, what do we got here? Mayo, Maevsky. Known as the Gamer's Gamer. Told things like they were before it was popular. That's what killed him. That's right. Back in my day. God damn it. Told things like they were before it was popular. Because he was, you know, he was playing Gwent before Gwent was cool. And now Gwent's cool, he's dead. Lena de Manilani. Grazia. Princess from a far-off land who could force light to bend to her will. That's wild. Shit. You got fruit and flowers, so I'm inclined to believe that that was true. Okay. I think we're closing in on the last of them. Pavel Banana Panasiuk. Creator of Pumpkin Ball, a game popular in Angren in which teams strive to toss pumpkins into baskets. Yo. And what eventually becomes basketball? Gregor Sedinsky. Athlete extraordinaire. Liked to carry weights, but got a little carried away. He lifted too much. Natalie Mroz. Duchess Adamarta's court sorceress. Granted the wishes of common folk. Oh. A sorceress. Interesting. Thing here? Yeah. Magdalena Ziyech. Writer. Stabbed to death by a jealous lover. Oh. Alright. That's intense. Oh, there's some up here too? Oh my god, we're gonna read every grave in this entire country. Jacob Wozniakovsky. Might not have been the smartest, might not have been the fairest, but he always gave a solid 60%. You could guarantee he will give 60%. What? Is that a fucking plant? Alright, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, these aren't native to where we're from. Okay, that one's dead. Oh god, they're everywhere. Okay. Alright. What the hell? That's weird. I mean, it's cool. But it's weird. What the fuck? Okay. I gotta read these. Calm down. Margaret Styakovska, artiste, died from an overexertion of the mandibles, thinking she was a cow. Oh. I don't know what that is, but if it is what I'm thinking it is, that sounds awful. And should never have been attempted. Oh my god. Pavel Svierchinsky, traveler, loved to come and go, was killed by the children he abandoned. Oh god. Well, I guess that means two things, huh? God damn. Well, kind of put himself on that one, huh? Pierre Montecresson Melroy II, bard, cook, ping pong player. A legacy. Okay, these aren't ones. Okay. You're not one. For you. Oh, we read that one. Michael Novakovsky. Art patron. Stuck his big nose in everywhere. In everywhere. Monique Glineka. One-legged dancer. Rumored to have been a succubus. Yet, who's ever seen a succubus with only one hoof? I mean, I guess you're right. Right? When you really think about it. Madeline Sedkovska and Matthias Ilski. She's a ballerina, he's a voltigeur. Partied so hard they perished from exhaustion. They turned down for nothing. Once they turned up, they were switched on until death. Lucas Shepodkovsky died on his own blade while trying to show his knightly brethren his expert swordsmanship. Embarrassing. Hey guys, look how cool I am. Stabs himself just like... And everyone else just like, oh my god. He's fucking dead. Anyway. Oh, whoa, what? Hello? Oh, it's over here. Alright. Let's go. Hold on, do I have a journal entry for these? I don't believe they would be. Are they insectoids? It's the only thing I would imagine they would be, but they're plants. They're cursed ones. What? Archspores? Archspores? I'm gonna say archspores. Archspores look like gigantic, aesthetically unpleasing flowers with some of the traits of exceptionally cruel and bloodthirsty sundews. They are, however, far more dangerous than even the most colossal sundew. Their peculiar appearance makes them practically impossible to discern amidst other plants. By the time one draws close enough to realize what they are, it's often too late to flee. Yeah, that's about right. It's terrifying. According to popular belief, archspores are cursed plants grown in soil fertilized by the blood of the dying. They are most often found in places which in the past saw pogroms, bloody rituals, or cruel murders. 4 types of archspores have been cataloged to date, differing from one another in terms of coloring. Brown, least dangerous; green and purple, the most dangerous. The final variant, the final form, said to have been cultivated by mages from Banard, is the yellow archspore, those whose strength is similar to that of its green-colored cousins. Ooh. Interesting. So, I guess it makes sense it's in the graveyard? But... That's... sorry, I was like, oh, shit, which one's the cursed one? We don't fight a lot of cursed things. But, it's interesting because it's like... It's a graveyard. So if they did bring, like, dying people here, I guess, I feel like their blood soaked the ground. That's why, you know, that's why they're here. Or was this a darker sight? Or because he's here, you know? just gonna go ahead and meditate, regain everything, because I'm out of bombs, I'm out of potions, and everything hurts. Like, I want to use the food, but I feel like it's probably just more beneficial just to do this, and then just meditate again. Yeah. So, I think we've pretty much gotten them all. Oh, nope. Charles Piziak felt 60% wasn't enough, so he gave 61%. Behold the result. God damn it. That's funny, though. It's sad, but it's funny. Because it's like, he just gave that 1 extra percent. But it was too much. And he just exploded. Produced a great deal and died of overproduction. Stanislaus Yust. Damn. Well, you know what? Jerome Lamartin, equerry of the Duquesa. And Jim Morrison, conjurer, half man, half lizard. Jim Morrison? That sounds familiar. Okay, does this mean we've seen them all? I'm pretty sure we got all of them. I'm like pretty much like 100% sure. Martin Michalski, mage and artist, could move mountains. Literally or figuratively. So that matters. Carolina Stahira. What's the pleasure in slaughtering a weakling? If you wish to draw blood, draw it from a king. I mean, is it wrong? The act is probably wrong, but like, it's, you know, go big or go home, right? Like, if you're gonna do it, you know, go after something. Go after big, you know? Like, if you're gonna steal from a store, why would you steal like chapstick and gum? Like, if you're gonna steal something, like steal a TV or a car, it's like that. It's like that extreme example. Pavel Sasko, a man of small stature and enormous spirit, with a hardy and fiery dancer. He was a hardy, fiery dancer. Sadly, he forgot to eat and perished. Shit. That sucks. Dominik Gonsirovsky loved accounting tables. That was the death of her. I love it. Now that they're dead, I love that there's just so many of them. We've gone through 2 full graveyards. 2 full graveyards. And I know I wanna go in there, but I also wanna go in here. Because this... Oh. Alright, well.
Keeping wars.
Good, go ahead,
There's plenty around here.
go ahead, take care of these real quick. Oh, okay. Stop it. Is that purple lightning from me? Because I keep seeing that. I think it is. So when I take damage? I'm trying to trigger it, but I don't really know what's... There we go. Hell yeah. See why they're giving us so many opportunities for green mutagens now. Yep. Best to take care of these. Whoa. Okay, yeah, now I'm definitely gonna use the... Oh yeah, I'm super toxic right now. There we go. Yeah. Fuck him up. We are... It's going great. Very disturbing, but very also, like, cool looking. Alright. What do we got further in here? More mushrooms. Oh. Oh. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go around the corner real quick. Oh. Is this leading to the same place? Probably. It does. Some trousers. Oh, oh. Oh shit, this was... Okay.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind, but we did not meet so I could prove how very original I am.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Interesting.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
Dude? The hell?
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
That was a weird moment we all just had. Okay. What do you want to use the hand for? The ring? What's its provenance? Can't you just summon Detlef? The ring. What's the ring?
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect?
Huh.
Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Detlef. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Damn. That's respectable. It didn't catch on too much, though.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated.
Me too.
But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name: resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Deadloff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Detloff's hideout.
Oh boy. That's good. That's gonna be a fucking trip. Oh my god. Just the decoction, and then we gotta drink it, and then it's gonna send us into a whole thing. Ugh, gross. But, I mean, we probably drink grosser things. Every decoction is disgusting when you really think about it, but...
Can't you just summon Deadloff? You're both higher vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
That sounds awful. Really not worth it. Also, it might just be me, but I feel like the animations have been really good in this so far. It might just be because this came out afterwards and they had more polish time, but it also just looks like their movements, their talking, the subtleties, they're less stiff than some of the characters we deal with in the main game. But
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
what? What? Just... That's so weird. If it starts walking away at some point, this is going to be a problem. But... Summoning some help. Who are you going to call that's going to help us? That's willing to get involved in this?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
That's funny. Also, okay, so he's not... I thought he was using the bird to send a letter or like a message, but he's actually using he's actually using them to go search. That's badass. That's so efficient. They just go and they're looking for the things that we mentioned. That's cool. Yeah, let's drink. to
Rarely
victory.
say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Oh boy. Seems you chose to misunderstand. I don't want to talk. This is a setup? Trying to get me to confess something? Got a lot of secrets. Got a lot of secrets.
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Oh shit, okay. This is gonna be a whole thing. You know what? Let's talk later. Maybe there's something you want to ask me, something specific. Where have you been? What have you been doing? What's it like being dead? How are you handling abstinence? Not drinking blood? What's regeneration like? Can I ask all of these? Or I only get one? Ah, shit. I'm gonna be like, oh, what's it like being dead? That does sound interesting. Regeneration probably feels really weird. Handling abstinence, like not drinking blood. He doesn't seem to be doing too bad. Or, you know, or he's got another method for it. Damn it. What's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Oh god. Well, that's
Can't
haunting.
have been alive then. Sheesh. Experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Damn, that was a cool conversation. Holy shit. That's actually really cool. I'm so glad we can ask more. This is cool. This is awesome. I love this.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard.
Appreciate it.
We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Oh. Interesting. So, vampires can be killed. It theoretically, like in a technical sense, by like humans and other things, right? But they can be brought back with a higher vampire. However, if a vampire kills a vampire, they're dead for good. So that's interesting.
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
I like this guy. He seems just like a good dude, you know?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once
Damn.
I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Interesting, that's cool.
Back then. Yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
That's kind of cool. I know some people said that this not Hearts of Stone, Blood and Wine takes place after the main story, but having that kind of play out naturally in a conversation, like, yeah, we did that, and having Ciri be brought up, it's cool, it's cool. Because yeah, I was wondering, like, we got Ciri a sword, we were witchering around, and then suddenly, like, Hearts of Stone and the beginning of Blood and Wine, she's just gone. So, only assuming she's out there doing her thing as a witcher, and we may cross paths every now and then, but she's living her life.
All right. Give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Oh, shit. Damn, that's a deep question. If he was to die and get a second chance at life, would he choose to be a witcher again? And that's the thing. Yeah, like, I don't want to sit on this for this long, but it's like, there are tons of moments we've seen through the main game and all these stories that, like, the way people react to him because he's a witcher sucks. He's always trying to do the right thing majority of the time. And because of the way the Witcher work and, like, those situations work out, even though it's like the lesser of two evils most of the time, it still sucks and you know, the effects of the mutations, the fact that he was mutated more than other Witchers at the time, because they saw how strong he was and how he handled it very well. So I imagine realistically he probably would want to be somebody else. But then a Witcher is what makes him who he is. Like he's built himself into who he is. Like yeah, the mutations and stuff have their effects, but he's still Geralt, you know? That's the thing. Even if it sucks, he's doing the right thing often. If not almost every time. And if he wasn't a Witcher, could you count on somebody else or another Witcher doing the right thing that Geralt did in those moments? Would other Witchers do those? Or would they just see very surface level decisions and investigations, stuff like that? You know, it's interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna say.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Right. We just wait for their return. That was hands down one of the coolest conversation moments in general. Like, damn.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Not as far as I know. Makes you think a little bit, right? But appreciate it.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught.
Huh.
It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Is this about a curse? Know anything about this white? This is about a curse.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence? Or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Nothing beyond that. Yet.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Oh, like actual spoons. I thought it was like, there's a spoon. Is that like some kind of plant? Is it some kind of creature? It's like, no, it's just actual spoons.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
And to you. Look for the white's lair. Optional. Read the bestiary to learn more about spotted whites. Of course we're going to read the bestiary to learn about spotted whites. The fact that they should have been extinct, but not. Or this is the last one. Or maybe it's got something to do with the curse. It's going to be interesting. Be very interesting. Reduce all that toxicity. Oh. I'll take the gold plate. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, we're going to look into this on the next episode. We're going to save the bestiary entry for that, and we're going to go check out this white's lair. It's going to be cool. Going on another hunt to make a crazy decoction that can possibly lead us to locating Detlef. So, seriously, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, for real. Thank you for sticking through all the reading of tombstones these last 2 episodes of like, was it like almost like just straight like 10-15 minutes of just tombstones. But yeah, this is cool. Honestly, Regis is a super cool character. I super like this dude. And the way he talks, like the sound of his voice and the way he speaks, it's just very cool. I like it. So, hopefully, nothing happens to him. But, we'll just have to find out on the next one. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.